With labor and employment law, it's a very technical area of the law. There are a number of federal and state statutes that a good labor and employment practitioner needs to be aware of. There's the Federal Employment Housing Act, the Equal Pay Act, Americans with Disabilities Act. There's a number of federal and state statutes you need to be aware of. But a lot of times people come in wondering if they have a labor and employment issue, and sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't. When people come into my office and trying to evaluate whether they have a labor and employment case, or just when a friend asks me, let's say I'm just sitting around and a friend is asking me if they have a case, I usually answer it this way. Is it related to harassment, discrimination, hiring, or firing? Is it within that realm? And if it is, do you think those four things were affected by either age, race, color, gender, pregnancy discrimination, different types of discrimination? So is the discrimination matched up with one of these four events that happened there? If you can tell me that your firing, for example, was related to age discrimination or national origin discrimination, you probably have a case. Or for hiring or firing or any of the other things. You usually do not have a case, though, if someone was just yelling at you, or you don't like someone. People think a lot of times in California that any reason that they're fired can be a wrongful termination. I get this a lot. I've had good reviews for the last 5 years. And after my last good review, I came into the office 3 minutes late and I was fired. But I was never reprimanded for that, and I've never been late before, and I have a history of good conduct. This is the thing. It is not illegal to discriminate against someone. It's illegal to discriminate against someone if they're part of a protected class. And a protected class is that group that I just named off: age, gender, genetics, sexual orientation, national origin, race, skin color, religion. Those are a group of people here in California and on the federal level have decided this is a protected class of people. And so you can't discriminate against them based on their protected status. However, you can fire someone because they look too good, or because they're ugly, or you can fire someone because you came in and you don't like them clicking their teeth. You can fire someone for any reason whatsoever as long as they're not a part of a protected class, and it was because they're part of that protected class. So that leaves a lot of firings that are okay. So needless to say, a lot of times when people come through our office wondering if they have a labor and employment issue, a lot of those cases get turned down. Now, I know what you went through doesn't seem fair, and I understand that. There are a lot of employers out there that just have bad business practices, and I get that. And I've heard from employee situations that employers do a lot of things maybe they shouldn't do, because it may result in you quitting and them losing a good employee, or it may result in their business going down because people don't like those business practices. But bad business practices are not illegal. I feel for you. I had a situation where a client in San Diego, what his employer was doing to him was a bad business practice. It was wrong. You lose employees this way, you lose customer confidence this way. And I felt for him. But it wasn't a situation that would give rise to a lawsuit. And I understand that. But what we can do for you here at the law firm is we can only bring lawsuits when your rights are violated. And maybe through that, I can change your business practices. But if it's just a bad business practice, and if you just feel wrong, there's nothing I can do about that. There may be other entities and things out there that can deal with that. But at Howard Law, when you come to us, the only thing we can do is bring a lawsuit to protect your rights and get you the fair compensation that you deserve.